What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be doing our first four review and our first round prediction. So let's get into it. First, let's do our first four review. So the first game in the first four was Wagner versus Howard, where Wagner won a close one, 71-68. Howard had many chances to send it to overtime, but couldn't. I chose Howard for this one, so that's going to be 0 for 1. Hold on, let's see here. So the next one that we have is going to be Colorado State versus Virginia. Now for this one, I chose Virginia. Colorado State destroyed Virginia, so that means I'm 0 for 2 now. Alright, so next was yesterday's, and that's going to be Grambling State versus Montana State. For this one, I chose Grambling State, and Grambling State did win in overtime 88-81. So now I got my first one right. Now for the final game of the first four, we're gonna have we had Colorado versus Boise State. So for this one, I chose Colorado, and Colorado won in a close one, 60-53 against Boise State. So that means I went 2 for 4 for a total of 50%. Okay, and now let's get into our first round predictions. So, the first one we have is UConn and Stetson. I'm going to choose UConn for this one. Then we have Northwestern and FAU. I'm going to choose Northwestern for this one. Next, we have San Diego State versus UIB. I'm going to have San Diego State. Then Auburn and Yale. I'm going to have Auburn win this. Next, we have BYU and Duquesne. I'm going to choose Duquesne for this one. First major upset of my first round picks. Next, Illinois and Morehead State. I'm going to choose Illinois. Next, Washington State versus Drake. I'm going to choose Drake for this one. Then we're going to have Iowa State versus South Dakota State. I'm choosing Iowa State with this one. Now we have North Carolina versus Wagner. I'm going to choose North Carolina for this one. Next, Michigan State versus Mississippi State. First game actually of today's games. I'm going to choose Michigan State. Then we have St. Mary's and the Grand Canyon. I'm going to choose St. Mary's for this one. Maybe. Then Alabama versus Charleston. I'm going to choose Alabama. Then Clemson versus New Mexico. I'm going to have to choose Clemson with this one. Then Baylor versus Colgate. I'm going to choose Baylor. Now Dayton versus Nevada. I'm going to choose Dayton. Now Arizona versus LBSU. I don't know what that stands for. Long Beach State University. I don't know. But I'm choosing Arizona anyways. Now, for the South region, I'm going to choose Houston over Longwood. Sorry, I'm trying to rush this a little bit because I need to get this video uploaded before the March Madness games at noon. Now, we're going to have Nebraska and Texas A&M. I'm going to choose Nebraska for this one. Now, Wisconsin and James Madison, I'm going to choose Wisconsin. Then my biggest upset pick yet, I'm going to choose Vermont over Duke. Now, Texas Tech and NC State, another upset. NC State over Texas Tech. Kentucky versus Oakland, I'm going to go with Kentucky. Now we have Florida versus Colorado. I'm going to choose Florida. Now it's Marquette in Western Kentucky. I'm going to choose Marquette for this one. Purdue and Grambling State. I'm choosing Purdue, obviously. Utah State versus TCU. I'm going to choose Utah State. Now, Gonzaga versus McNeese. I'm going to choose Gonzaga. Now we have Kansas and Samford. I'm going to choose Kansas with this one. South Carolina and Oregon. I'm going to go with South Carolina. Creighton and Akron, I'm going to choose Creighton. Now we have Texas versus Colorado State. I'm going to choose Texas for this one. Texas. Now Tennessee versus St. Peter's. I'm going to choose Tennessee. And that's our final pick of the first round. Hope you like this video. Please consider liking and subscribing. So these are my first round picks, as you can see. All of them. I know it looks like backwards to you guys, but this is the best I can do. But I will see you Saturday morning, probably, for my first round review and second round picks. So I will see you then, but for now, goodbye, peace out, and eat more chicken. Bye-bye.